Hey kid, welcome to your story time. Excuse me, lovebirds. Now, in today's Kid Time story time, I'm going to do something different and special. I'm going to tell you about one of my favorite places in the whole wide world, the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World. As you can see, here we have Mickey and Minnie. Remember them? They're always in love. And this book was actually given to me by my dad. And it's actually kind of old, and Walt Disney World doesn't even look exactly like this anymore because it's always changing. But one thing never changes, these guys, the Fab Four, they call them: Mickey, Donald, Goofy, and Pluto, and of course, the beautiful Cinderella Castle. This is one of my very favorite places in the whole wide world, and it opened back in 1971. Here you have from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, that's Dopey right there. Mickey and Minnie hanging out with each other, with the kids, with their buddies. Oh, and down here, here's the parade, and there's Tweedledee, Tweedledum, and the white rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. Now, the Magic Kingdom was created by a man named Walt Disney, and he had this vision for this beautiful park for kids and adults to enjoy together. And the very first thing that you see when you walk in is Main Street, USA, which is designed to look like the towns did in America many, many, many years ago. And he also loved trains. So the first thing you see is his depot with a train that goes all the way around Walt Disney World. And he was very passionate about trains. So that's why there's a train in both the Magic Kingdom in Orlando and at Disneyland in Anaheim, California, which was the very first park. Now over here, you're going to see something that you can't see anymore. Look at that. What's that? A horse and a trolley and a buggy. If you go to Disney World now, you won't see these guys anymore. But if you look down on the ground, you'll still see this right here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little rail line where the trolley used to travel, and that's what's left over of that which used to exist at the parks when I was a little kid. And there's beautiful Main Street, USA. Looks just like it used to back then, still to this day. Now we move on to Adventureland. Adventureland is awesome. The Jungle Cruise, there's the baby elephant taking a swim inside the little mini Niagara Falls there. I wish I could be there. And here's one of the birds from the Tiki room, which is awesome. And then one of my favorite rides of all time. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. This is the Pirates of the Caribbean. Down here, the hippos from the Jungle Cruise. And, well, they're having lunch over here. And then, what's next? Frontierland at Liberty Square. Now, there's a lot of really cool things at Frontierland. This is the Haunted Mansion. Whoa! And here it is by nighttime. Daytime, nighttime. And then here, right here, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, which is this crazy railroad that pretends that you're on a big runaway mine train and it's racing through gold mines and geysers. And here you are. Woo! And if you're really lucky, Mickey might be on the ride with you. And check that out. Check out that beautiful big boat that takes you on the lake at Disney World. Oh, and this guy right here, this big guy, it's Big Al from the Country Bear Jamboree. That's a good old time right there. They're the bears from the Jamboree. Now, going back to my favorite one, the Haunted Mansion. That's my #1 favorite ride. There's the Ghost Organist. The Gorgonist. I don't know if that's a word, but I just made it up. Then, to the area that most kids love most of all, Fantasyland. It's a Small World. And the Crazy Teacups. That's always there, as is Dumbo. But if you look up here, you see these little things up above? That Skyway up above does not exist anymore. It's another thing that was there when I was a kid, but isn't there anymore. Let's see. Yep, an even better view here. You could see that. It's right over Fantasyland, but it's not there anymore. Not even this big pole is there anymore. That's long gone. As is this, the ride that was 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. That's gone. And I know they made it into something else, but I don't know what now. And here, it's a small world. Looks pretty much the same, as does the carousel in the middle, which is beautiful. But now Fantasyland is much bigger than it used to be. But this is exactly what it looked like when I was a kid. Tomorrowland. Now Tomorrowland looks really different. This ride right here, Carousel of Progress, was so awesome. It took you through all the different eras and how appliances changed and life changed for people. This is still there. I love taking this. It's a people mover, and it goes all over the top of some of the rides and takes you around Tomorrowland. It's not a thrill ride, but it's just a cool ride. Oh, and right here, we had the Grand Prix Raceway. You racers know you love this one. And here's a cool view from up above of Tomorrowland. But it doesn't look like that anymore because Tomorrowland is always set in the future. The future is always changing. Now, here's something that stayed the same. The Main Street Electrical Parade. I was there recently and it looked just like that. Still going through the streets of Walt Disney World, everybody lit up, and Pete's Dragon, and this giant mushroom with a big butterfly from Alice in Wonderland, and this choo-choo train. All these beautiful lights were still there. Now this area here is called Pleasure Island, but it's also changed a lot, and it's going to keep changing because Walt Disney World is a place that's always evolving and trying to think of new and cool things to do. This is one of their water parks, Typhoon Lagoon. I've never been there, but you can see, looks pretty cool. And this never changes, the big fireworks show at the end of the night at Walt Disney World. It's beautiful and inspiring and magical. And this is always the place I think of when I want to think of my happy place. So tonight, when you go to bed, right before, I want you to think of what is your happy place and make those your sweet dreams. Okay? Mickey and Minnie say, see you real soon.